Okay guys, in this video I'm going to be walking you through how to scale your coaching business past 30K a month. I'm going to be walking you through some of the material that we teach in our training program, basically on helping coaches to scale. And I'm going to walk you through. So basically, if you need help building and operating an appointment setting system, this is what we focus on, then book a call. I can help you through it. So number one is to stop treating Instagram like a content platform. By the way, hit subscribe if you like this kind of content. It's unedited, very raw. So define Instagram as your primary acquisition channel. This is the number one thing you need to keep in mind. Build content around your ideal client profile. Don't post stuff about pointless crap about vacations. Post stuff only for your ideal client profile. Align every single post with your offer. So every post has to lead to your offer. Publish consistently across reels, stories, and posts. So you actually have a routine every single day. You want to create content that generates conversations, so stuff that actually starts a conversation that you can open up in the DM or in the comments, and optimize your profile for conversions. There's a little trick I want to mention. It's not so much a trick, it's quite an obvious thing to do, but many people don't do it. When you post a video, ask a question at the end of the video or in the caption. Look at people who reply, right? And then reply to them with another question. And then it forces you to have a conversation with people in the comments. So in the comments, normally people leave a comment and then the creator just likes it, or the coach just likes it or replies something, right, random. But if you just keep the conversation going, that's going to boost your engagement a lot, and it's going to make people more engaged with you than they are with anyone else, because they know with you they can at least get a conversation out of you, right? Especially if they're interested. So you're going to optimize your profile for conversions. You want to build authority through educational content. You want to show client results regularly. You want to add clear call to action through your content, and you want to turn every piece of content into a lead generation asset. Instagram should generate qualified conversations, not just engagement. You're actually looking for conversations, because conversations is where the money is. So build an appointment setting department. You want to first, this is how to do it very simply, the bare bones. Define your ideal client profile, refine your offer positioning, build your messaging framework, create DM conversation flows. So basically, what kind of DMs are you going to be sending? 1, 2, 3. Normally, you have to send about 7, 8 DMs before you get a book call. Choose your outreach strategy. So how you're going to do it, right? Set up your CRM. Build KPI dashboards, usually in Go High Level, where you can set that up for you. Create SOPs and training. So you need to, if you're going to have appointment setters come on board, you need to be able to train them and have SOPs for them. And you need to have a system that recruits and hires appointment setters. And the reason you want this is because if you don't have a system that recruits and hires appointment setters, you're going to be constantly hiring and firing. Manage performance every single week. This is another thing you have to do when you want to build an appointment setting department. Your audience only becomes revenue when there's a system converting those views, that attention, into book calls. So next is to turn your audience into daily conversations. So you want to engage with the story viewers. You want to message post engagers. You want to reach out to real engagers. You want to welcome every new follower. Send them an actual manual message, right? At least send an automated message. Reply to every meaningful comment. As I said, get a conversation going in the comments. Follow up with old conversations. Go down and reach back out to people in your DM list. Re-engage with previous leads. Start outbound conversations every single day. Usually I would say 50 to 150 a day, even more. Qualify prospects consistently. So when you're talking to people, you're not just wasting time, you're finding out if they're qualified. You want to book appointments every single day. Remember, conversations are the bridge between content and revenue. So you have content on the left, you have revenue on the right, and the bridge in between is the conversation. So next, build a recruitment engine. So write role scorecards, create hiring SOPs so you know how to continually hire people when you have to hand it down to someone else. Source candidates every single week. So every single week when you're hiring, let's say, setters, not hiring every week, but you want to source and interview and talk with candidates every week. You want to interview setters every day. I interview around 50 to 60 appointment setters every single week. Okay. Assess communication skill. Test real conversations. Hire slowly. Train every setter the same way. Replace underperformance quickly. Always have backup talent. Never let your pipeline depend on one person. So many businesses out there, they have one setter and their whole business depends on one dude or one girl, right? So always have new setters coming in. Okay, next, build a measurement system. So you want to track everything from profile visits, store reviews, content engagement, conversations started. This is your appointment setter is going to do this. Qualification rate, booking rate, show rate, close rate, client value, review KPIs every single week. So you're not going to build this. You're going to build this system, okay? And you're going to have a dashboard on Go High Level, right? And the appointment setter is going to put in all the numbers, do everything, and you're going to be able to basically track that. So scaling happens when every bottleneck has a number attached to it. Then you can see where people are falling off. You can see easily where the bottleneck is. So number 6, build a content ecosystem, authority content, educational content, client case studies, social proof, lifestyle content, not too much, objection handling content, behind the scenes content, founder opinions, community content, strong call to action content. Every piece of content should prepare the prospect to say yes. What I mean by this, right? And this is all important content that you need to make when it comes to your page. You need to make content that's very, very good, that works. And the reason you need to make content that works is because if you don't, then it's not going to convert any clients. So you need to make sure you're posting a myriad of different types of content. Many people don't post different types of content. They post 1, 2, maybe 3, but you need to post a plethora of different content. Number 7 is build a predictable sales pipeline. Daily inbound conversations, daily outbound conversations, daily follow-ups, weekly nurture campaigns, consistent booking targets, weekly pipeline reviews, accurate sales forecasting, optimize conversion rates, increase appointment volume, and protect the calendar quality. Protecting the quality of the calendar, protecting the calendar full stop is one of the most important things. And an average appointment setter isn't going to know what to do. That's why you need a system that basically forces this setter to behave in a certain way at work when they're working for you so that they protect your calendar from bad leads. Predictable revenue starts with predictable meetings. So for example, if you have like an appointment setter booking 10 calls a day, right? You might waste 9 hours a day, or your sales team is going to waste 9 hours a day on shit leads because only one is good. So you're better off only booking 2 or 3 that are actually highly qualified. And that's where having a good appointment setting system pre-built for the setter to use comes into play. That's why we do that for clients. Build an operations department. Document every process, standardize onboarding, create internal dashboards, build reporting systems, this is very important, manage quality control, improve client retention, develop team communication, create accountability systems so you can actually go to your setter and say, look, you've done this, you've done this, you've done this, right? And this is the result. And basically, based on this, you're either going to keep your job or you're not going to keep your job, etc. High operational support. You may need to outsource this. Continuously improve the system is the most important thing. Operations is what allows growth without breaking the business. So number 9 is to build the leadership. You want to delegate appointment setting, delegate sales management, delegate fulfillment, delegate the recruitment, delegate operations, promote team leaders, hold weekly leadership meetings, review company KPIs every day, solve the biggest bottleneck always, and focus on the long-term strategy. Okay, your job is to improve the machine, not operate every single part of it. So you want to install a complete appointment setting system. So you want to make sure you have your ideal client profile definition sorted, your offer refinement to the T, messaging strategy done, outreach strategy completed, CRM setup complete, recruitment system down to a T, hiring process done, setter training is all encapsulating, right? All encompassing. Ongoing management is something that you need to do for your setters, and KPI optimization. The fastest growing coaching businesses don't rely on Instagram. They rely on an appointment setting department that turns Instagram into predictable revenue. So if you need help building and operating an appointment setting system, go to my website or book a call with us and we can help you. See you in the next video.